You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's The Voice After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's The Voice After Show.
Hello, everybody. You are listening to AfterBuzz TV's The Voice After Show. Tonight we're covering last week's battles and then battles round 2. This is the first week we're getting, first time we're getting 2 battle rounds.
Yes.
I'm Jason Ikeler.
I'm Chloe West.
I'm Christian Rosenberg.
And I'm Stephanie Giorgi.
What do you guys think about bringing back the second battle? Because they eliminated the knockouts now, so those aren't happening at all.
That makes more sense to me.
I don't know. What's interesting about the knockouts was the artists got to choose their song. So it's the first time we were seeing them as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, they don't know who they're going against, which is kind of cool. And then they have to choose together between 3 songs that the coaches have chosen.
But they get Chris Martin, so I think it makes sense.
They do get Chris Martin.
Right?
The battles, I think, most people can argue is their favorite part of the entire season.
Absolutely.
And I'm worried that adding a part 2 will oversaturate it. But I personally enjoy it. I like the knockouts too, but right now I'm enjoying it. I'm just really curious what they're saying with as far as playoffs. Because normally after this point goes live rounds, but they're saying, everyone's saying I'm going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I kind of like that. I think it
yet.
makes it more exciting a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's get to Team Shakira. She got Kristen Berlin, who we didn't see battle last week. And the first one we saw was Ciara Mickens versus Emily B. And they sang Brave by Sarah Bareilles. Thoughts?
Well, I'm a big Ciara fan. From the beginning, from her blind audition, I really, really liked her. And Emily, I was going into this battle, you know, I was like so-so with her. But during the battle, I really thought that she held her own, and she gave Ciara a run for her money, I felt.
See, I thought Emily sounded like a poor man Sarah Bareilles. Like, I'm like, another white girl over it.
I think it's hard to sing
You
a
said
Sarah.
Ciara?
No, Emily. I was
Emily.
Sarah killed it.
I think it's definitely hard to sing a Sarah Bareilles song and not try and sound like her.
Yeah, that's why I
Because
liked what
she's
Ciara
so-
did, because she
yeah.
did her own thing to it.
Sarah Bareilles is just so original, and she writes most of her own music. So it's hard, kind of like when people sing Adele.
Yeah.
It's hard to go away from that.
Yeah, there was something about Ciara that just made her stand out a little more. Whether it was her presence, just her personality that you hear through her voice. But overall, I thought this was a really even battle.
I thought it was a dumb song for the battles, though, because it's so current, and you can't really make it your own that much. So you just kind of compare it.
Yeah, and it's just like not it's a simple song, but nothing.
It's not like a wailing song.
It really isn't, and not what
Yeah.
I think anybody can sing that song pretty good.
Yeah.
I also think it's a little on the nose for a show like The Voice. Sort of how The Climb is as well. It's
Yeah.
a little on the nose for a singing competition show. I think it's more fun to sing things that aren't so literal.
Right.
I agree. So Emily won, which I thought was really dumb.
Really surprising. To be honest, I don't think Shakira's making great choices in her battle, like
No.
in the
In
people
the
she's
battles, that
picking.
most of her steals have not been. Tonight was different, I thought, but the general steals in the first round of the battle was just like,
Yeah.
really?
And then, was it Usher who stole Ciara?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usher stole Ciara, which I was happy about.
And
but-
he said after he stole her, he was like, that girl has star talent.
Yeah.
And you can't coach that.
Well, she's got the whole package, too, because she has a good personality.
She does.
Yeah, when she
love how she
sings, she's
talks.
really fun. And we saw it later, and we'll talk about it later, too. But in today's show, I mean, that performance was incredible.
Yeah.
So speaking of Shakira doing a bad job, her next battle was Josh Murley versus Patrick Thompson. You guys
it
can
was a
talk
bad
about this because I was so
job, but-
bored that I couldn't
I
even
was
watch
really
it.
bored, too.
And I would like to point out that Josh looks like Chicken Little.
Okay.
That's a little mean.
It's true.
To be a little positive towards Josh, I felt that this actually showed a little more versatility in him. Based on the song that he performed in the first battle round and this one, they're very they contradicted each other very much, and I thought he did a good job adapting to it. That said, Patrick just destroyed him in this.
I do like Patrick better. I do think she chose the right person to win. But I was bored. But you know what's interesting is Shakira may be playing to an older crowd. You know, she might not
That's true.
be trying to cater to the viewers in our age range, but into the viewers who watch The Voice who are a little older.
Right.
Who could really dig this song, really dig these two, and who now know how to vote on Twitter, now know how to buy iTunes. You know, we're into the sixth season. That is where she's at,
yeah.
Like, it's like we're into the sixth season, so everybody kind of knows how to vote, what's going on, and maybe that's what she's doing.
It was also interesting that she paired, both of these guys were her two steals.
Yeah.
And she paired them against each other.
From Adam.
Yeah, both from Adam.
Do you think
like it?
Adam was like, my sloppy seconds?
Probably. Did you like it, Steffi G? She's been trying to talk.
I know. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I've always been a fan of Josh, so I have to say, not I disagree with you guys, but I understand where you're coming from. But I still liked his voice. I thought that Patrick at the beginning was too low, because I think he does do that too much.
Was too
The growls a
low.
little.
Too low, like.
Like too much growl
Yeah,
in his
too much
voice.
growling. And I love that because he was kind of my favorite in the beginning, but I don't know. I kind of didn't, like you said, it was boring. I didn't like either of the performances, but I probably would have picked Josh over Patrick.
Really?
Wow. I just think they're both so forgettable.
I think so too. And I think they're singing like a Bryan Adams song. This is supposed to like ooze sex. And it's
Yeah.
like you fall asleep.
Yeah.
So Patrick won. Nobody stole Josh, which I don't think he deserves to be stolen twice.
No,
So,
I did like his story though.
Yeah.
I must say that.
not his glasses.
Not his glasses, but his story.
Let's talk about Team Blake. So
Yes.
he got Ryan White, which we didn't see that battle either.
No.
So the first one we saw last week
Have
was,
we seen Ryan perform?
I don't remember.
They said he was the garbage man, like that was their little plug for him, and I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember a
I have
garbage
no
I wonder if they're
idea.
saving him. For
Maybe, or maybe
Yes.
he's so boring that they're just trying to
They
get
might
rid of him?
Yeah.
Try to
They do that.
use as little as they can.
Right. I
Just
know.
sad, poor guy.
Yeah.
Because if he does make it,
No
then
one's gonna know who
no
he is.
one's gonna know. He's not gonna have a chance.
Right.
So first up, we saw Kaylee Glanton versus Noah Elise, and
Yes.
they sang Everything.
Yes, they did.
They were cute.
I thought
it was
the
a cute
whole
couple.
thing.
But that was it.
That was it. Yeah, I thought it felt very
Very cute.
amateur, like very like high school talent show. Like you're just kind of bored.
I think a lot of that has to do with Noah and his insecurity with himself and being on stage, because he is just so awkward
Yeah.
to watch. And then when he was given the notes that like, hey, you're singing a duet, you know, look at the other person.
Then he like wouldn't turn away.
He wouldn't turn away, and it was so awkward. And she like tried to make it work, and I think Kaylee did the best job she could working with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she definitely won. He came across as so corny when he was trying
Yeah.
to. He's trying to be Michael Bublé and he can't.
Yeah.
How interesting was it in the first rehearsal, how he was doing it just like Michael Bublé? She was adding her own flair, and then they go to the second rehearsal and he's tried to add his total own stuff. That's the best example of being super insecure in what you do.
Right.
And not knowing your own voice, how talented you are, and just going out there
Because
and
it
doing
looks
your
so silly.
thing.
Yeah.
It looked so silly, and they gave him the notes like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't give you notes in the first rehearsal for a reason. It was
Yeah.
working. And Usher's notes for him were like, Michael Bublé's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, Cooners,
not very cool.
Cooners are like cool and laid back, and that's what makes them like easy and sexy. And like,
Yeah.
you gotta play that like laid back, I don't care feel. And he's just not. He's so wedding singer.
Yeah.
And I almost felt like he was busy falling in love with Kaylee while we're rehearsing on this song.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
In like a creepy way though.
Well, yeah, there was. If you don't mind, I'm going to hold your hand just like he did at the end of this. He was like,
I don't feel safe right now.
I don't feel safe. Hold my hand.
I know.
he's like, I'm holding her hand, and she was pretty much just like this. She's like, not even like grabbing on. She's like, yeah, we
She's like-
performed. Good.
Hey, Steffi G, did you like that?
I did.
No.
Okay,
I
good.
like when you hold my hand.
There you go.
Aw.
There you go.
Any
There's
other
one.
thoughts?
There's one.
Oh my god, that
Steph-
awkward like arm.
Touch.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
awkward.
You don't like that, Steven?
I think he's
it
jealous.
just wasn't pulled off with confidence.
I really
At all.
hope one of our fans please makes a GIF about it. I would really
Do it.
appreciate an awkward arm GIF. Thank
Yes.
you.
Perfect.
I will follow you on Tumblr if
There
you
you
do
go.
it.
So
Tumblr,
Kaylee
not Twitter,
won.
but Tumblr.
Well, that's where the best GIFs are, is on Tumblr.
Kaylee Kaylee won. Nobody stole Noah. Let's go on to tonight. It was Megan Ruger versus Audra McLaughlin, and they sang "The Climb" by Miley.
My girl Audra.
My girl Miley.
My girl Miley.
Your girl, Audra.
I gotta say,
My girl from the
Audra, not
Ditto,
necessarily
I was
one of
with
our
you. They were
favorites.
against it.
Audra's gotten
Okay,
a lot
wait.
better.
Yeah, we got to talk about this. You two quit bickering about this because you're going to want to hear what we're going to have to say.
We like
Okay.
Audra now.
We do like Audra.
You're
Yeah.
joining the bandwagon.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're
All
joining.
right.
How
Yeah,
fun.
They're joining
Welcome.
our
I thought
club.
Megan's
Welcome.
voice sounded very much like a 30-year-old trying to sing a teenager song, and
Yeah.
it just sounded
Yes.
dated and aged.
She was too pitchy for my taste, and like Audra she sounded better to me this time than she did last battle.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that she's improving also.
Oh.
And she just like her sound. There's something about it that's so awesome, and when she goes into it, you really feel it. I felt
Yeah.
it the entire time that she was singing. I loved it.
Interestingly enough, I think that Megan is a little bit too much like Nikki from American Idol season one. And it's just shocking how similar they are that I can't get them out of my mind. And I'm just like imagining her singing that Incubus song and that like cut up Incubus tea that I still want. But it's just too similar, and I'm not separating them in my head. Where Audra is improving each time and really coming into her
And
voice.
that right there,
Oh
when
my
she
gosh.
slides up like that, that's
Banging.
insane.
I already knew that was gonna. She had that potential, right?
Yeah, absolutely. She's adapting to her competition too. Like the first battle, she was against two people and still had to make herself stand out. And this one, I mean, Megan can belt.
Yeah.
And Audra's like, okay, I'm gonna belt better than you.
Yeah.
But Audra's got more soul when she belts.
She is. Audra was a boss during this
Boss.
round.
A boss.
A boss.
And she won. Nobody stole Megan, which,
Whatever.
yeah.
I think
over.
See you later. Goodbye.
Megan's
Goodbye,
talented.
we don't need you.
Bye.
Megan's talented.
Yeah.
It's just, I think we've seen her so much. I feel bad because she is talented and she does work hard and she does gig a lot, but it's just one of those things that I think,
Do you
You
guys
know,
ever watch,
whatever.
did you ever watch The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
of course.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
She
he's the
reminds me of
mom.
my mom on there.
When I was forced to
Oh,
babysit
yeah.
my
Yeah,
little
you
sister.
watched it. It's okay.
Whatever, it's a good show.
Yeah, she's
What's
like,
up, Ashley Tisdale? Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, she reminds me of the mom on there, so I just thought it
Totally.
was so
I forgot
corny.
about that.
Right. And the mom was a singer for the hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
And she has the Kate Gosselin haircut.
Oh my God, yep, with blue in it though.
I know. I did like the blue though. I liked the blue. She should just dye it blue.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Congrats,
whatever. On to
Audra.
the next one. Let's talk about Tess Boyer
Wait,
versus...
hold on. I want to talk about Audra a little bit more.
Okay,
Sorry.
you go.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'll back them
Premature.
claps for my boo.
Pause. A lot of people on Twitter are talking about Audra being the front runner now and
Really?
potentially the winner. And what do you guys think about that?
I think that's what I said a while ago.
I think she's gonna go far, but I don't think she's gonna win.
I don't think she's going to win either.
Christina Grimmie is where it's at.
I think Christina
like
has
Christina
the
too,
edge.
but-
I think Audra, if she goes through like maybe a little makeover and
What was it? You want to? What did you want to do to
Shear
her?
hair.
I just want to take thinning shears to her
I
hair.
think Audra can pretty much sing her way to the final five.
Yeah.
Final
Yeah.
five, I'll
And
give you
then,
that.
and then it's really a matter of what type of momentum as far as America's votes take her from there. Because she has the talent to win this.
She reminds me of what was the blonde country singer from not last season?
Danielle?
No, the blonde one.
From last season?
The one that we really liked who looked like a mom the first episode.
Oh, Amber
Oh, you're thinking
Carrington.
Amber.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Amber. Like
But Amber got the voice makeover. She needs that.
she did. Yeah, come on,
That's the
Audra.
only thing about Audra. She just
Come
looks
on,
kind
girl.
of she looks Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way,
Not in a bad
though.
My Midwestern family is in the
I
studio
know.
tonight.
I didn't want to look to my left right now. Sorry, guys.
They're giving you the look of death.
No, but y'all look good though. Yeah.
Shoot. Can we now talk about Tess Boyer versus Jake
Yes.
Let's do it.
Worthington?
I'm ready now.
Who's saying,
Okay,
have a little
wait,
faith
start
in
over.
me. Okay, Tess Boyer versus, do you want to say it?
My boo. No, guys, you already said it. I just needed
Jake
to clap for
Worthington,
Jake.
have a little faith in me.
I love him. I'll start.
Yeah, you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jake
go ahead.
was so. I'm sorry. He sounded so good. First of all, I love that this was his second chance, that he didn't make it the first time he auditioned, and that he's someone who's genuinely improved himself because he was nervous in the beginning, and now he's progressed so wonderfully. And did you see, like, even his presence on the stage
Yeah.
was so comfortable?
Because I didn't know if he'd be able to get better based on his last performance.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, he did
now
so
I was like,
good.
he sounds like Garth Brooks when he's
Right?
singing.
There was like almost a little anger as
Yeah.
the song picked
you
up
see
tonight.
his face and everything?
Good.
He was going in at her.
I'm gonna take him to a steak dinner.
The thing I really love about Jake, because I've been a fan. I was a fan since his first audition. I just thought he was the most adorable.
last season?
This is true.
Yeah, last season.
You were. I remember.
And what's so awesome about him is I think when he's in rehearsal, he realizes, oh, okay, this person can sing like that. I'm gonna try it. Oh, I
Yeah.
can do that. And then he finds the song in himself. So I think last week when we saw him sing, or the last battle round, I don't think it was last week, but when we saw him sing, he, was just singing to the song. That was a simple song. And this song, he had to, step up the level and bring it.
And I think we have a caller on the line.
I think we do.
Caller, you're on the line with the AfterBuzz TV The Voice After Show.
That was a good voice.
Hello.
Hello.
How we doing, guys? It's Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
What up, Andrew?
I knew it was you, Andrew, since you tweeted about it.
I had to call in when you guys got to
Okay,
this.
Andrew,
That was
who-
unbelievable.
Who do you think won it?
Oh, absolutely, Jacob.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
right?
That's a good team.
Do you like Tess?
Oh, I like Tess, but I've liked Jacob since the battles. I mean, his first one with what's his name, Thomas Rhett. That was great, but he got so much better in this one.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was kind of unreal too, because it was like a bit of a big improvement.
Yeah.
It wasn't even small.
Yeah,
it
this
was like
wasn't
a huge
gradual.
difference.
It was a jump.
And he was good in the first battle, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andrew-
absolutely.
Andrew, if you could hear Jake sing one song in the competition, what would you want to hear him sing?
Ooh.
Pressure.
Maybe take one of Blake's songs. Sure, be cool if you did.
That'd be
Cool.
awesome.
And
Interesting.
Andrew, who do you think right now, after watching the Battle Rounds Part 2, who do you think can win it?
After just tonight.
After just tonight, probably Christina or Jake.
Interesting.
I like that. Well, thanks for calling, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks,
That's
Andrew.
a good one.
Continue to tweet us.
Thanks, buddy.
And everybody else you can call
All right,
in too.
thanks,
We'll
guys.
accept your
Bye,
calls. Have a good one.
Andrew.
What did you guys think about Tess in that?
I thought Tess did a very good job, too.
She did great.
But and you could even tell that when Blake was preparing it, he was saying, this song is right up Jake's alley, and Tess is going to work
I
towards
feel like
Jake.
Tess kind of just gets lost in the whole competition when you compare her to Christina or Audra.
But she's like Will from last season. He lost both battle and knockouts, and people kept stealing
Yeah,
because they
she's
felt
good,
something.
and she might continue to surprise us, but I wasn't blown away by her.
Right.
Right.
She's growing on me, which I think is great, because as we've seen in these competitions, if you have a slow growth but you keep improving each time, you're going to do really well,
Yeah.
because people like to see that. So I think that is working on her side. I think being stolen twice is great for her, on her side. But there was no way Blake is letting Jake go.
Oh,
Exactly.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is
No, no, no.
Jake's
That
little
was
brother.
my-
He is Blake just loves him. And I mean, how can you not? And I think this is really cool, because Blake really hasn't latched on to a young male contestant yet. And I really like seeing this.
He had the Swan Brothers, but they were horrible.
Right.
He hasn't had a talented male.
And I
Yeah.
felt like even when Jake won, I think it was the only one after he won that went and shook every coach's hand.
I know. Good. I like that point that you said too. What a
He's a
He's such a
gentleman. He's
gentleman.
just like a Stephanie.
He is,
you
yes.
can take him home
I
to your
love-
mama.
Steffi,
I
it's
want
illegal
to.
for you to take him home
I know.
right now.
I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying.
You gotta
I
hear.
want him to be an example for the rest of the men in California, not the country, California.
Let it out. Anything else?
Yeah,
I'm
there we
on
go.
her side on this.
No,
one,
it's
actually.
true, but I just love it. The difference, though, between Jake and Tess, I think, is that Jake was incredible throughout the entire performance, and Tess had moments.
Yeah,
and I
she
think
kinda
this is
built.
why this is why she's holding on to us, is because there was a part when she began the song, she sounded beautiful. Then you kind of lose her for a second, and then she has her moments, and that's why they're like, oh wait, but that was good. But I think that's what's gonna lose her also in the competition, where Jake, everyone loves him because they're watching him from beginning to end and
was
just continuing.
consistent.
Yeah, it was consistent and it's beautiful.
But their harmonies together were so good.
Yeah.
They performed that song.
And he's learning. I can't even get over how much he's learning so quickly.
Yeah.
Also, what I love about Jake is he keeps you wanting more.
Yeah.
You just want to watch him because you're like, what's he going to do? He's so cute.
Yeah.
What's he going to say?
What's he gonna say in general? Not even singing, right?
Yeah, he's just so, there's something about him that's so likable. He's just
That is
so
true.
likable. And I think that crosses genres. I think it's not even just country fans. I think just everybody likes Jake.
It's a good old Southern boy.
Good old boys.
Yeah, I love him.
So Jake won, and then Shakira stole Tess.
Which
Which
is
I'm
cool.
kind of excited to see what Shakira does with
Ditto,
Tess.
because I think that Shakira will be able to work with Tess the best.
Interestingly enough, though, she got three
She has 3 codes, I was just gonna
judges who wanted to seal her, which hadn't happened yet. You know, all
Which I was a
three
little
hit
shocked
it.
about because I thought
You
she
still
was
don't think
good,
she's that
but
good,
I don't
right.
think she was like worth all 3 wanting her.
I don't know, but the fact that she's now worked with Usher, she's worked with Blake, and she's about to work with Shakira.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, Adam.
So let's get into Adam
I
then.
know.
So Adam had Christina versus Josh last week, and he got Christina. We didn't see it, which I think is kind of interesting because Christina's a fan favorite. And I'm wondering if maybe she didn't do as well, and they don't want to show it.
Or I'm wondering if he did really bad and it was just embarrassing.
Oh.
I'm
Right,
really,
it could be either, yeah.
I really somehow want to get the voice
These,
footage.
right?
Yeah,
The
I'm
ones
that we
haven't seen
dying
what's
to
going
see
on.
them.
If
'Cause
anyone
wouldn't you be
knows how we can obtain
wouldn't you
that.
be so pissed though if you're on The Voice and they're like, "Oh, we only showed 15 seconds of your song."
Yes.
Yeah, or
sure.
none.
Yeah.
Especially,
none.
especially if you're the one.
Or you'd be really happy if you did bad.
That's true.
But I'm just, like, if you're the
Or
one
they
that,
asked,
if you're
they
the one that
requested.
advanced and you thought like this was the best performance you ever done, but the other one was just
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad, and then you don't get to show the world.
Because that's the reason why you thought it was the best, because you competed against someone who blew.
There you go.
Yeah, Jason, we were only using Christian and Steph's camera this whole after show.
Oh, well, this is
No,
horrible.
I'm just kidding.
That's good.
So
a good idea.
let's talk. That's not a good idea, Steven. Carrie Lane.
Give the fans what they want, man.
I don't want that. Carrie Lane versus Sam Bamer.
Check
and
yourself
they
before you wreck
sang,
yourself.
I'm checking myself. They sang Give Me Love. And I thought Sam's intro was kind of just bland.
I'm just, like as soon as it started.
And I'm sorry, I get it. You have a small artsy voice. Move on. I don't want to hear it.
Wait, I want to talk about Aloe Black's notes to her because
Ooh.
they were so spot on and so smart
Yes.
in the way that he said things. He gave her notes about her breath and choosing when she needs to breathe because he's like you're doing it too much. It's a gimmick. And then I loved the note
gimmick.
about the yodel. He was like, you do this little yodel, again, choose. So spot on and so great in a way to give notes to a voice like that because I think some people don't know how to give notes to a very artsy voice. They just are kind of like, oh, well, you're not trained enough, you know, do something different or push or belt or whatever. And he was really, really specific and I loved it. And then it was interesting when she admitted to the yodel
I was just
and was
gonna
like,
say that, yeah.
oh, I do that so it's less singing, which Adam, I know in the single shot, he was like, oh, I liked that she did that. But those things are the things that you're like, if she's admitting to not wanting to fully
Yeah.
commit to
Right.
She's
singing.
BSing her way through it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what though? That's funny that you said that because I was thinking that during the other performances, and that's why I was getting so irritated by her because I'm like, dude, you're cheating. Since
Yeah.
the beginning,
Yeah.
I kept feeling like you're cheating, like, because you keep doing like stupid-ish that is making you sound good when it's not. I understand her artistry, but it's over exaggerated and it's like whack.
Well, and I thought Carrie sounded way better, and she
I thought
has like
Carrie
a
destroyed her
pure
in
voice,
this.
and she can actually sing.
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing about Sam that I did not like her lower performance. It was bad. This one she was winning me over, but I still think Carrie won, and I think Carrie took some of Sam's artsy things, but put them into a real strong
I
supported
think
voice.
Adam picked Sam because he wants to get in the bone zone with her.
No, that's inappropriate, and I don't think that's
Isn't he
Adam's.
engaged?
Did you see?
disgusting
Yeah, did you see
stuff.
how he looked at her though?
No, she's not cute.
Watch
She's
that
not that
back.
cute.
Watch that back.
She's not that
No.
cute.
I don't think she's cute either.
No, I think he had her.
Adam
wi-
wants to be with
no,
me.
no,
Sorry
no.
for your
Adam wants to
self-esteem
be
just
with
now.
me.
Listen, this is why Adam chose Sam. He chose Sam because she's a little girl and he wanted to put her against Christina so he could eliminate her and have Christina win because there's no way Christina is not going to live rounds because once they go to live rounds and all her YouTube followers, she's going to win.
Then why didn't he just put Christina against Sam in the first battle instead of the second?
But
Because Christina had already beaten that other guy that they didn't even
Yeah.
show.
There you go. You got to keep her on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get into Christina's next battle then. Christina versus Sam, and they sang Counting Stars. Sam just tried too hard, and Christina has such a pretty voice and just actually sang the song.
Yes.
I thought what was interesting was seeing them together on stage and seeing Christina in sneakers and just living in herself on the stage, singing and totally comfortable, owning the stage, walking around it, and
The other one was
not
being a
one
weirdo.
time, well, not one
A weirdo.
time were you nervous that she wasn't going to
Yeah.
make the note?
We do
You
have to
know,
point out that she's been touring with Selena Gomez, so she
Yes.
does have a little bit more practice.
She knows
than
what to
Sam.
do. But Sam, I actually felt bad for her in this battle because I think she even knew that she was completely out of her league.
Yep.
She was so uncomfortable. Her shoulders were right next to her ears. She did not hit one note. They were
No.
all off, and it was just rough.
She was really tough for her because there were some fast rhythms in the song, as Adam was talking about. The key thing with this song was rhythms. Sam was not doing well with that at all.
No.
Christina
No.
was right on the money.
They were in the pocket, as they say.
Yeah.
And how many times did they say in the pocket?
Yeah.
On this episode, and like this whole season has been about getting in the pocket.
pocket.
Yeah, and as a result of what Aloe Black, the notes that he gave to Sam, it was then reflected in Shakira's comments when Shakira said that you haven't found what you wanted to do yet, and that's
Exactly.
and that's what he was trying to say was that you're doing too much right now of different things, and you're taking everyone else's different styles and trying to incorporate it as one, and it doesn't work for you. Like figure something out, stick to it, and then do it, and then maybe you have, a good voice, but. She's just, and it's funny that Usher even said that she was doing all this other stuff, and it's like, I'm sorry, she was trying to do anything else that she could possibly do to stay either in the competition or get the attention of the viewers. As that she was
How far can I
strategizing.
BS my
and-
way through this competition?
Exactly.
And I like
Exactly.
hearing Christina sing it in the practice and then hearing Adam say, hey, pull back and this can be super powerful. And when she did it, I had chills the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
I just, seeing Christina meet Chris Martin was exactly how I would be if I met Chris Martin. And I'm like, how is she singing for him?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how, like, I was like, it's incredible. I don't know how any of them, to be honest,
the
did
cameras
it.
cut the part where she dove and just hugged his ankle. It was just, oh my God, I worship you.
I actually
He's making that up, by the way, you
I
guys.
appreciated
That was a joke.
seeing her do that
Or
too
was
because
it?
it was
Yeah.
nice to see like
She actually respects him.
Of course, and that's and the fact that she named the song that she loved and what it did for her, it just kind of shows that she really is like a musician and artist, and I don't know, I appreciated that little scene.
And so Christina won, obviously. Nobody stole Sam. Adam's next battle was Delvin Choice versus Josh Kaufman.
Probably the best of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
this
yes,
was insane.
yes.
This is like why you watch The Voice. Just to
Yes.
sit back and be wowed.
Yeah.
And Adam is an idiot. Why would you pair these two?
Hey.
I mean, he obviously felt how dumb he was.
Yeah.
The
Afterwards,
whole
yeah.
process of these two guys. But
I think he knew probably going into it, though, that like if one of them doesn't win, the other person's going to get stolen. So at least he'll
Right.
be in the show.
that's true. He probably did know that someone was going to get stolen. But I mean, to lose Josh,
Yeah.
that's tough because they're different too. You know?
I think Delvin did win it, though,
Yes.
for me.
I do
His
think
voice
so.
is so powerful. Like, he takes you to church.
Well, comparing the two, it's really Josh is so great, but he's so great in Josh way.
Yeah.
That I think no matter what song they sang, Delvin was gonna beat
Yeah.
him in a battle type scenario. But I do think that Josh could beat Delvin in the competition overall.
Yes.
I still think because if he sticks to his guns.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He's got sort of
Delvin.
that like Tony Luca, Will Champlin
yes,
vibe, though,
totally,
so that'll be good.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking earlier how Jake all of a sudden, we were thinking, oh, gradually get better, but took a big jump. Last week, we were talking about Delvin being a dark horse, and I think he just took a huge jump
huge
forward.
leap.
Yeah.
And now it's like, Delvin could also very well be one of your final 5 at this point.
Absolutely. I think Delvin might win.
He
and I think
could.
the whole Starbucks thing is going to help him out.
Starbucks sponsors The Voice.
Starbucks ain't going to kick him off. That's for
Starbucks
sure.
will do a thing of like, you'll get a free small coffee if you vote for him.
Right.
Jeez
And you know how they give you those iTunes,
Yeah.
free iTunes
Yeah.
things? It'll also be download Delvin song.
Right?
There you go. So Delvin won, obviously, and then Usher ended up stealing Josh, which I think will be kind of cool to see what Usher
I
does
like
with
that
Josh.
pairing.
Oh, I think it's going to be fantastic. I love Josh. He was my favorite. I still kind of choose him over Delvin, but I'm excited for him to be with Usher now.
I think what Usher said about Josh was really cool.
Yeah.
How he was just saying how talented he was and how excited he is to find the artist in him and really showcase him and market that.
Yeah.
And I think Usher's great at that. That's what Usher does so well on the show and off the show.
Let's talk about Team Usher, but can we just talk about his Davy Crockett hat for a second?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
I like it.
I think we need a moment of silence for that raccoon.
I know.
Wow,
That was the moment.
that really happened.
There was the moment of silence.
I don't know why, but in the last 2 nights, Usher had 1 battle.
Interesting.
Which is kind of weird. So tomorrow will probably be all Usher.
Yeah.
But he had TJ Wilkins versus Ciara Mickens, who he stole, and they sang Get Here. And this was my favorite battle of the night. This was insane.
Yeah, I loved this one.
Beautiful.
I hashtag this Battle of the Soul Singers and Battle of the Soul Singers.
They were singing. She kind of
Singing.
sounds like CeCe Winans, that gospel singer, a little bit, because she's just got such a smooth voice. But I was so mad that he didn't pick her.
This was a complete
So
coin
was I.
flip.
But they both deserve to be on the show. But I felt her so hard during her performance.
I'm really
And I loved
sad
it.
she's off the show because she was awesome.
See, and when everybody pushed to steal Tess, I'm like, this is somebody that everybody should push to steal.
I agree, and I think Tess is so similar to the other girls, like we were saying, where Ciara's not similar, and she can bring something else. And I think Usher's missing the boat on this one, and it's a bummer. And I mean, everyone else is too.
Right.
You know who she kind of reminds me of? Erin Willett from season 2, who we've had in here before.
Friend of the show.
I have her CD in my car right now. She's
There we go.
a friend of mine.
But she's got that same personality, just a fun girl.
Yeah.
That's a really good comparison. Oh.
Yeah, I also I love when people sing and their mouth opens bigger than the microphone.
Yes.
And
that's
I'm
when
like,
the singing
ooh.
comes out.
Yeah, that's when it's really happening.
Time to sing.
And I love TJ. I do.
Yeah, TJ
I think
did
he's
so good,
great.
too.
I like his personality. I like his story. He's an amazing singer. But he's a lot like Delvin. And I think going up against Delvin, it'll be really interesting to see how those two compare. I feel like Delvin's a little bit stronger than TJ.
Yeah, I agree. I wish we could X Factor
Delvin's
this,
on Adam.
though, and just put them in a group.
Oh, I want Ciara and TJ to be
Start a
a
band.
duo.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
They were
They would
perfect.
win.
They were on point to the very last.
You know what
it was
song
incredible.
they need to sing is Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
One Sweet Day.
One Sweet Day, please. I just hope they're friends. I hope they got along so that post-voice, we can hear them sing
One
a
Sweet
cover
Day.
of One Sweet Day. That is all I want.
That's all you want in life.
Yes.
These two to sing One Sweet Day.
I love that. That's all we have. TJ won the battle. Nobody stole Ciara, but she should get a following from this at least. Somebody
think
better
so.
do something. She's
No, she was
insane.
great. I hope that
We've got some dogs in the studio.
That's my friend Sparky, and he's just saying hello to everybody.
out.
The dogs are pissed that Ciara didn't get stolen.
Also, the dogs are part of the hashtag of Pets That Watch.
Pets That Watch the Voice.
Pets That Watch
If you're
the
on
Voice.
Twitter, search the hashtag Pets That Watch the Voice. It's really funny.
It's really good. It was trending. It was incredible.
Well, let's get into news and gossip.
Oh my goodness, so much
and
news and gossip, you guys. So much.
Sound effects coming.
I think he went to shut the dogs up. He went to
We
shut
lost
the
our
dogs up.
engineer.
It's
so
okay.
it just got announced today that Pharrell will be a judge next season.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Season 7, Pharrell. Did I not?
Did I-
Did I not?
Hey.
Did I not? Did I not say this was going to happen?
And guess who I think will need to be the girl now? Say it. Kelly. We need Kelly to
Kelly.
come in.
Say it.
Kelly Clarkson.
No, but
Just
no,
say
no,
it.
no.
Say
Wait,
it.
time
Say
out.
Kelly.
Time
Say
out.
Kelly.
Time out.
Kelly, say
Christina never said that she wasn't coming back.
She hasn't confirmed that she's coming back,
That's
though.
true.
But what about Shakira?
But-
Is she
And,
confirmed that she
and
won't?
also, we had a fan tweet us that they want us to share Christina's having a girl.
Yes.
Just announced.
Oh, nice.
Christina is having a girl, which is really cool. So she has a little boy,
that's the
and
only
now she's
reason
going to
that
have
it
a
makes
girl.
me think she might not come because they'll film this in the
Soon,
summer,
yeah.
during
Yeah,
pregnancy,
that's
so
too
she
soon.
might not be able to sign on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's like such big news that Pharrell is going to be on it. I'm so happy.
And he's so much better than CeeLo. I'd much rather watch Pharrell on the show
yeah.
than CeeLo.
I'm curious as to who I'm gonna like more between Usher and Pharrell.
Oh, well, they won't be on at the same time.
Right,
so
but
you don't
I'm
have
just
to-
saying, I'll compare.
Okay.
I think Usher is more of an athlete mentality, coming in and really coaching, and Pharrell's going to be a little nurturing.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
think Pharrell will be hard in. I think he'll be hard in who he chooses.
Right.
You know, he'll be very picky.
Yeah.
That's because Pharrell is an extremely, extremely talented producer.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why I'm excited for
And
it. 'cause it's a
Pharrell is
different
also
side.
worked with Miley on her entire
Yeah.
Bangers album.
Yeah.
He calls her his little sister. So it'll be cool to see who he chooses
As
because.
his guest mentor.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, please bring Miley.
Miley.
God.
Everybody pray.
Please do not bring Miley onto the show.
Hey, look at my eyes real quick. Roll them.
Roll them. Let's get into some predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay, after tonight, who are your top 2?
Oh my God.
I think.
Jake all day,
Well,
every day.
He said pick 2.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, anyone
Jake and Jake.
Oh. Okay.
So you think Jake's gonna win the whole thing?
I don't know, but I love him. I don't care. He's gonna, after The Voice, money. Someone's gonna pick him up.
Christina,
He's gonna
At
make
least
some
he
music.
has a girlfriend, if not, right?
Yeah. Steffi is like the puppy dog of the show. We're all like super Simon Cowell, and she's just like, I don't know
Paula.
if he's
She's Paula.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know if he's gonna win. I just like him. She's our little puppy dog on the show.
Well,
No, I think he has the potential of winning.
Yeah, I think he for sure
I think he does.
I think it's potential. If I were to pick 2 from tonight, I got to go with Delvin and Audra. I think those 2 are right now above the rest.
I could F with that.
I could F with that. What about you?
All right.
I think that Delvin is really, really good. He's got the personality, he's got the story, he's got the look, he's got the voice. And I think, I think Audra's going to go far. I don't think she'll be top 2. I think Jake is going to go far. I don't think he'll be top 2. I think it's going to be Christina.
Delvin and Josh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was going
Delvin
to say
and
Christina and
Yeah.
Jake. For you.
Ah.
There you go.
We all kind of mixed them together.
I
We're on
think
the
Josh
same
and
page.
Jake.
So that's all we have for you.
Switched it up
In the
on you.
meantime, you can find all of us on social media. Where can they find you guys?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Chloe West X. And thanks, NBC The Voice, for following me on Twitter.
That
Shout
was our
out.
highlight. You can follow me on Twitter at CRosieVOC, and if you are a fan of professional wrestling, it's WrestleMania weekend, so we'll be doing lots and lots of fun stuff here for that.
Shout out to all the Midwesterners out there. Love y'all. And you can follow me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi and on Instagram at SteffiG47. Holla at your girl.
How about your girl? You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler, and we will all be back in here next week. Oh, and Laura Bell Bundy was supposed to be here tonight.
So
she
sad.
Had her production schedule changed, which is why you didn't
She
get
will
her.
be here one day.
She'll be coming back.
Yes. Show can't tell Brown.
Show can't tell. Okay, we will see you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.